Hey, how's it going? Today, this video, we're gonna make a bunch of wooden knives. So this is the special one. It's for Sawyer. It's for in our kitchen. He can help us cut veggies up and stuff. But it was a fun little project. I can't say I've ever made a knife before, not even out of metal or anything. So these turned out very nice, and I'm super happy with them. So we made a few extras. We'll give them out as gifts to friends and family and stuff. Maybe try to sell one or two, but they turned out really well, and I'm excited to show you the video.
It's Chris and Sawyer, and we're gonna make a boomerang in the kitchen knife.
Okay, so I got a piece of hard maple that I'm going to use to make the blade out of with it, like a tang, I guess you call it. I'm not sure, never really made a knife. But anyway, then I got cherry and some walnut here that I'm thinking of using for the like to make the scales on the handle. So I drew some stuff up on V-carve, so I'm gonna use the CNC machine to cut it out, and then I'll put the edge on it with the belt sander. It should be pretty simple. We'll see what happens. I flattened one side and squared two sides because I'm going to use the table saw to resaw about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 strips. Maybe I should even do 1/2 inch. I want to make sure it's sturdy enough that it doesn't break. So I'm hoping I can get like 4 or so blades out of this block. So at least trying to get two rips out of it. So I'll cut them up. So I ripped them all in half, or both that piece in half. I forgot to hit the record button, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I just ran it through the table saw and raised the blade up about 1 inch every time until I made it the whole way through, and now I have 2 pieces. So now I'm going to plane them to get them the same thickness and the thickness I want for the blade. So we'll get that set up. A little sneak peek. The knife part I'm going to cut out of the maple, and then the 2 parts up top are the handle scales. We'll do that out of the cherry or the walnut then. So I don't think I can do the his name in there. I don't think I have a small enough engraving bit, but I'm gonna try it and see what happens. But so we'll load up a piece of this maple in here, and we'll start that first, see if it'll do it, and then I'll cut the knife out. Then the other ones I'm gonna make blank, give them away as gifts or something. So we'll put a piece in the machine and get it zeroed up, and we'll start cutting them out. We got Sawyer over here. Snack time. Say hi. Yeah, being shy. So I'm gonna try to carve his name into that one knife with a 60-degree V-carve bit. I think it might work. Might I don't know. Might be all smashed together. But so I got my sacrificial wasteboard down with the piece we're gonna cut the knives out of, and I ended up I made them a little bit bigger. I had them at 6 inches in total length, which seemed to be, so this one here was the one I drew up first, and I kind of got the measurement. I measured Sawyer's hand and stuff, and it seemed way too small, so I scaled it up. They're about 8 inches long now, so I was able to make his name a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and try that one first and see if I can get it to be legible on that knife. So all I got to do is load the file and start the machine. Cut it out. It doesn't look horrible. I probably could have not cut it so deep, but I think it'll be good enough. So I'm going to switch the blade out to an 1/8 inch end mill, and then cut the knife out, and then we'll cut the handle scales off, and should be good to go. Okay, so I cut one out to make sure I like the size. I think it should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the remaining 4 or 5 of them. I forget how many I got to fit on that board, but it's pretty cool so far. There, so we got the rest of them cut out. Now I'm gonna cut the scales, so we'll load that piece in and get it started. So I roughed one in. I used the belt sander to get the bevel, and I drew these lines on the blade to kind of guide me so that I didn't get off centered. Alright, so lost my helper, but oh well. So I'm going to use this 5-minute epoxy to glue the scales to the side, and then once they're glued and once the glue sets, I'm going to drill 2 pins in it, just mainly for looks. I would imagine the epoxy bond is better than the, you know, more than what the little pins are going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in anyway just because I think it'll look cool. So anyway, we'll do that a while, and then I also have this like wood hardener. It's from Total Vote. I might dip these blades in it and then let them cure overnight or however long it takes, and then see if I can get this to hold a better edge. I obviously don't want it sharp enough to cut Sawyer's fingers off, but I feel like this is gonna get just dinged up pretty good cutting, you know, broccoli and carrots and stuff. So I'll try to make it a little harder, but okay. So I was gonna use walnut, but I don't have a big enough plug cutter to cut a long plug to fit through the handle. But I have this brass dowel rod that I have left over from another job, or a little project. So I'm just gonna cut those and put them in, and then when I sand it up, they'll sand down, and I think it should look pretty cool. Okay, so I got all 6 of them cleaned up, handle shaped. I went with the round kind of handle. I did leave a little bit more on than the first one I did. That way there's just better grip for whoever uses them. So what I'm going to do now is mix some of this penetrating epoxy up and then kind of roll the knife edge in it and then let that set up. This takes 2 days to fully cure, so I'll have to probably take them inside and let them cure for 2 days. And then when I'm done, I'll try to dress this edge up a little bit better. That way, I'm afraid right the way it is, it'll just ding up fairly easy. So I'm hoping this makes it a little bit harder. I'm not trying to make it razor sharp because I'm trying to let a 4.5-year-old cut vegetables up with them, so kind of defeats the purpose of its sharp. But I don't want it to get rounded over, so I'm gonna give it a try, see what happens. All right. So this stuff takes 2 days to cure, so I'm going to let them hang here for a while till they quit dripping, and then I'm going to carry them inside so that they stay warm, because I'm not going to keep the fire going just for these little guys. So yeah, we'll let it set up, come back out in 2 days and sharpen them up. Say it.
Hi, this is Chris and Sawyer, and we are finishing our knives.
Yep. So we got to finish sand them.
Yeah.
So we got a couple different things here to sand them with. And then I'm going to use Rubio monocoat to finish them. The epoxy setup that we put on the blade.
And we have a cup in a spoon.
Yep. We're going to mix in that.
And then what's this?
Sawyer's I went ahead and sharpened already, and well, not sharpened, but put a somewhat of an edge on it. Wouldn't cut you, but that epoxy really seemed to help stabilize the wood. So this is a wire, well, it's a plastic brush. We're going to use it to clean the dust out of the cracks then. So
this is a desket brush.
Yep. So we'll get to sanding them, and then we'll show you how.
I don't know why we have this screwdriver.
Because we're going to use it to open this can.
Okay.
So, alright. So we'll get to sanding.
Yeah. Get it sanded.
Alright, so we're getting close. Now we just got to mix up the Rubio monocoat. This is supposedly like all natural or something.
I think it is. But it's probably not. It's just
so when it dries, it's food safe. I mean, I probably wouldn't drink it, but
yeah, that would be gross.
Let me see the spoon, buddy.
Okay.
So I forget exactly. So it's 3 to 1. So we'll see. I don't need very much. This stuff goes super far. This little can, I finished. Don't do that. I finished like 3 end tables and some other things, and I only used half of it yet. Kind of impressive. So, all right, here, bud. So I'm just gonna use a spoon to measure it.
Why is it awful smell?
It doesn't. It smells kind of like honey.
No, it doesn't.
2.
It smells like fart poop.
Ew.
Fart
3.
poop is gross.
So we can put the lid back on that.
Yeah. Why are you taking that thing off?
Whew. It opens.
You want to show them? But what is in there?
This isn't good.
Yeah. This is not good.
There it goes. Scared.
But why aren't you scared?
Because I was afraid we weren't going to be able to get this open.
It was that.
This is what makes the finish get hard.
Oh.
No, mix her up.
Mix it up, guys. Yes, it is.
The knives have sat here for a while, so I'm going to wipe this Rubio mounted coat off and buff them out a little bit, and they'll be done. So here they are. They're all done,
They're all done.
and
And,
we'll cut up some veggies tomorrow night with them.
Yeah.
So here's an up close.
and here's our up close.
They turned out very nice. I'm happy with them. We'll show Sawyer's real close because that one has put his name in that one. Then the rest we'll give away as gifts or something. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, subscribe, hit the like button. If you have any ideas for future projects, you want to see something, comment it. We're running out of things to on our own. So, anyway, thanks. We'll see you next time.